Radio 985. Not your average internet radio. Taking internet radio to a whole new level.
Sanbonani took like unfortunate in Bale straight out of Soweto, Imleni Kaslam. You won't believe what's in Zagalan and Kanyang is a DK, a DQ. And I have my owners with 985 bar&Grill. Sanbonani, I'm so happy you put in the corner and I'm kind. I know that I've been meaning to do the interview, but then it happened that come they schedule Sami and say no see at last I got cool, you understand? But in Japan put in the corner showing it. Alright. Before Sizokala, I'm going to why 985 bar&Grill? Okay, who came up with that idea or the company?
Yes. Well, I'd like to say we both did. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think we both did.
Okay.
Because Kasegasi.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the area code here like this. So that's why I chose the code here to 985. So it's like a
and I love the fact that it's like secondly and you know everyone was it's especially exposed to like J. Abantu abantulayo abaphuma eDK abangenayo, you understand?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so this is Bella's introduce to bani.
Okay, pili kamera unene. Uma kona like guys one.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Is anything else you want to know about me?
And then it's basically
she's actually joke. Well, Mutsebo, when born and bred as well. So yeah.
Okay. So guys, I mean there are a lot of business things businesses in our Kala, but why did you choose Uganza like a restaurant where or anything, but why specifically this thing?
Okay. So for me, before this, being nearly down, so I got to know the industry, working with people, so it became a passion. So that's why I decided to go for this part, go bigger. What I had before was something very small. So Ubuzala, we actually decided that, I think this is it. This is our passion. We love people, we love so I think basically that's it from me.
Okay, so do you have the staff normal or you just think?
No, we do have the staff,
right?
Yeah, we do. We do have the staff normal.
Shoot, this place is growing, eh?
Listen, bit by bit. Thank you.
It's very fun. So who came up with this idea, G? Deco.
Exterior, we both did. I think for.
But why is it we both did?
No, it's the truth. We sat down and actually discussed.
Oh, you guys think alike?
Definitely. Like with the color and stuff, black is our thing. Color manure.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So black is actually our thing. That's why we actually went with black.
Yeah. So, Mina, I just want to know, do you have maybe a competition?
Hey, we have a lot of competition. I went down the road.
So what makes you stand out as 985 bar&Grill?
I mean, you can see now. I'm joking. No man, I think we came with something different. Like the interior, the exterior is different from what other places. So yeah, I think that's what stands out the most. I'd like to think that's what stands out. The exterior, the interior, the vibe is nice.
Mangena phakathi angicabangi ukuthi ngiseDikhudjas.
Exactly.
I don't know, ngathi somewhere nje.
Yeah.
Somewhere. So the food, ukudla ne? Mina I love food, honestly I love. So ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi ukudla eninikeza abantu ukudla kunjani? Is it like modern African or
well, it's just basic things. So like our main meal, ribs and wings. So that's our main meal, ribs, wings. Then the rest is just basic stuff like your Russian and chips, your burgers, zamakota. We have a very delicious kota.
really?
Mashed kota. Nowhere to be found.
So Okuda is affordable.
Very affordable.
Yeah.
I like to think it's very affordable.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone accommodate like anyone. Yes, events of events. You get yourself that will be right to the happy.
Yes.
Radio 985. Not your average internet radio. Taking internet radio to a whole new level.
I'm giving you the floor to speak. Mention me, please.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I would say we're passionate about a lot of things. But I think what drove us the most, in the essence of acquiring and having this kind of establishment, was faith. You know, I think at the back of my mind, I've always wanted to have an establishment of this caliber. And I don't know from the background I come from, I think everything fell into place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? It's often said, hypothetically, that when one door closes, another one definitely will open. You know what I'm saying? So I think the nature and the magnitude of this place being as beautiful as we wanted it to be, I think this is just a representation of the creativity that we tapped into. You know what I'm saying? And to have it in this magnitude, I think it came at the right time. You know, how it came about was a lot of doors had shut from outside, and the beautiful part of it is that patience and led to perseverance. So yeah, this place represents more than just a food outlet, for especially us. It's our baby, it's our second baby. So, and it's close to home, you know, and having to share it with people, I think that's what makes it quite special. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, like having the privilege of meeting different people on a daily basis. You get to interact with people. I think that's what makes it a home-based feeling, you know. And it makes it worth waking up in the morning and coming here and spending the rest of your day, long hours. You know what I'm saying? And going back home and not having that, I have to wake up tomorrow again kind of thing. So, in a nutshell, this is home.
And what do you guys do when you're not here? When you're not thinking about business? When you guys just like a little relax?
It is said that you love what you do, right? So everything we do is this place. So when we relax and we do it here, when we add our peak, we want to do it here, and when we up to the chin with our responsibilities, work and serving people, we do it here. So this place has literally become a home away from home. You know what I'm saying? So it represents more than just a food outlet, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
So everything that we do it here.
And did you start off hiring Batu, or did you do things on your own at first?
It depends on the context of the question, because I'd say we started off obviously really too. But the most important thing was that the magnitude of whatever we have in the back of our minds is always great. You know what I'm saying? So in order for us to achieve that, we definitely need help. Whether we can afford it, realistically, whether we can afford it or not, like I said, the biggest temperament of this place has always been faith. You know, and it still is faith. So they become part of our journey just before we opened, you know. And towards the opening day, we had a family. We had already had a unit that became a family, and we still running with it.
Okay. If there was one thing on the menu you'd eat every day of the year, what would it be?
Ribs.
For me,
The ribs.
fish chip. Hey man, quality guys, so God.
Your quota.
Yeah.
Okay.
God has always been a fundamental thing for us.
Yeah.
I think everywhere you go, you'll never not find Kota anywhere else. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Unless, I'm pretty sure local suburbs, they have it. You know what I'm saying? I think the culture of it all shows that there's greater depth in that, you know? It's a culture of its own. So for me, it's definitely.
Okay. And what do you want for the business long term? How do you mark your success for it? We're finally where we want it to be.
I think success for me now means totally different things as opposed to a year down the line. You know, we grow as young people, especially being as young as we are. Our age group tends to be quite naive to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So in essence, for me, success honestly means having people to come in here and I can relate with. You know, having strangers come in here and living as friends. For me, that's success.
Okay. I'll see.
put it well. I feel like you just said everything.
No, Marasi pass one, pass all.
Yeah,
Like,
keep pass one, pass all. Whatever it's thinking, I'm thinking. No, for real.
And Nate, anything else? Your favorite music?
Favorite music?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm an old school house type of girl.
Hence the music, ne?
Classic.
Yeah, look, there's a lot about. There's so much more to old school as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think our generation can safely say it takes you down memory lane, you know? And memories do so much to a person. So I'd like to think how old school house definitely.
So
Something in common.
exactly.
Okay.
I'm not too sure if one is one way or the other, but yeah, I guess so.
Okay. As.
So
Okay. Sorry.
What inspires you? Where do you get your inspiration?
I think that's the question. Like, I think for me, like I grew up in a, like my parents, man, they inspired me a lot. They inspired me to grow. They inspired me to actually start my own thing. So I think my parents.
So the other ones like keep going.
Okay?
The other ones like keep it going.
Every single day. Every single day.
Okay. Do you have a message for the youth? You know, that look. I know it's not a thing we think about or people think about, but people are looking.
Yeah.
You know, and different people have different takes on your place and who you are, and I mean strangers, total strangers. You know, I mean, look at where you are in terms of location. What's the one thing you want people to know about you? You know?
Be kind. As simple as that is, there's so much depth to it. You know, I think as grown as we are, we understand that everyone's fighting a different battle. You know what I'm saying? I think people look good, they dress good, they smell good. Doesn't necessarily mean they have it all together. You know what I'm saying? So the strength of them being out there makes a difference, and going back home to a different circumstance or to a different vibe. So I'd advise a lot of people to be kind. You know, it takes you nothing.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest thing that you can ever do for someone. You know what I'm saying? I think I don't want to label myself as a great Samaritan, but I think from what I've grown up into till date, the biggest valuable thing that I learned is to be kind. You know, Taima, the most important thing to yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? We often are very too hard on ourselves. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean you've had an object for today or a plan that you wanted to plan and actually get done today. If you didn't do it, there's always the next day. You know? So be kind enough to yourself and be kind enough to someone else. You never know who really needs it. You know? And living in a world where most of our peers are very suicidal, it's like depression is real. You know? So yeah, I've got a bit of history with that, but be kind. Yeah, be kind. You never know who needs it.
I'll see.
Message to the youth.
Yeah.
Well, I think everyone says this. Like, never give up, man. Like, where we come from a very dark space. And to be able to build this,
Yeah.
we never thought of it. So never give up. Like, everything has its time.
Yeah.
So never give up. And have faith.
Okay.
So do you have
All
any
the time.
specific place whereby you'd like to open another restaurant? Or
The entire world.
okay, name one.
We are coming for the entire world. I've named it the entire world.
Wow.
It doesn't change. Yes, the entire world. I think, look, if like looking back on how this place started, you know, it was impossible. Today, tomorrow, there was something that was
Yeah.
on paper, and it went from being on paper the same day to being practical.
Yeah.
So for me, nothing is ever too impossible. You get what I'm saying? For me, definitely nothing is impossible. So I could say this as a joke, like the world, but I definitely mean it. I'm putting it out to existence. Will be our oyster.
To your potential customers, when I come here, what should I expect?
love.
Love.
The greatest thing that someone can ever be filled with is love. You know? And love doesn't necessarily mean, oh, she's my partner. You know, I think love, we express love in different ways. So love is the biggest thing that we want to try more. So hence why it dates back to anyone that comes here and leaves more as a friend.
Yeah.
We look at it as a success turning point of the day. So love, look forward to receiving.
I mean, already I feel like part of the family, so I can't. But that's about it. You know, I'm the only girl, Ogletela, whatever, and everything nice under the sun. See you next week. Bye.
Radio 985. Not your average internet radio. Taking internet radio to a whole new level.